Hi guys, this is Paros and we're gonna talk about the Bahrain Grand Prix. First of all, I'm gonna start by saying congratulations to Verstappen and Red Bull. And Red Bull is not just the team to beat because they're simply unbeatable. Red Bull was perfect all the way from lap 1 to lap 57. No mistakes, perfect strategy, perfect pit stops. Perez's pit stop was a bit, wasn't flawless, but didn't matter really because they pulled off a 2.7 second pit stop despite having some problems with the jack. But yeah, that's who they are right now. I mean, they're completely dominant. I'm afraid it's gonna be a boring season. We're gonna watch Max winning all the time. Maybe Checo will grasp a win or two here and there, but yeah, I really don't think that their dominance was track specific. We're gonna watch a lot more of this, and yeah, we're really gonna be interested in who is gonna come up third. Because yeah, the first two steps of the podium are occupied by Red Bull this year, and yeah, it's kind of boring. It's nice to watch Verstappen really becoming the driver that everyone was talking about. Back when he was young, during his first years in Formula One. I remember Brazil 2016, everyone was comparing him to Senna. And he's really that talented, but yeah, it's boring to watch him win all the time. Not just Verstappen, anyone. Next team I'm gonna talk about is Aston Martin. They are absolutely amazing. The work they did during the winter is just amazing. They deserve massive congratulations. Lawrence Stroll really made the right moves. Sure, the new regulations helped, the budget cap and all these moves from Formula One into that direction helped. It's the first midfield team that made the step forward. They've got the money, they've got the facilities, and they're about to build even better facilities. So that's only interesting for the future. But I must admit that I really enjoyed watching Alonso at the podium. I mean, I'm a Ferrari fan, and I was rooting for Alonso when he was fighting against Sainz. Yeah, I would like to watch Charles up there, but we'll talk about that later. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's beautiful to watch them race so fast. It was nice. The moves Alonso pulled was great. The fight between Alonso and Hamilton was just perfect. Alonso managed to pass him on the most difficult turn in the whole track, which just made it so special. I mean, let's move on to Ferrari. So, I actually have no words, you know. I mean, I really can't believe that the team has still reliability issues. I really thought that we fixed them. The strategy was cool, but you know, it wasn't enough again. It was smart of them to keep a set of fresh soft tires during the quali. It really helped Charles during the start, but still it wasn't enough because yeah, his engine just stopped working. We just can't accept that. It's. I mean, they really have to fix it. They really have to. They have the money. They have the facilities. They are one of the big teams for pretty much forever. At some point, they need to make the step forward and start winning races consistently. And you know, we can't lose because of reliability, we can't lose because of bad strategies. We just have to win. We got two good drivers. We got Leclerc, who is clearly the number one, he's the fastest. And we got Carlos, who can back him up. So we got the drivers, we got a car that has to improve, but overall, we are far from fighting for the title. We might grasp a win here and there, but yeah, it's not looking good for Ferrari. I really have no words. I can't believe that I watched Leclerc uh, stopping in the middle of the track once again. It's just I'm gutted. Next one is Mercedes. They are in trouble, aren't they? They are truly in trouble. I mean, the margins are not very big, but I really think it's the fourth best team right now. Um, I expected them to have a better race pace than Ferrari, but they do not. They do not have better race pace than Ferrari. They do not have better race pace than Aston Martin. Yeah, I mean Red Bull is out of the question. I mean they're just flying, but yeah, they're the fourth best team. They're in a even worse situation than they were last year. They really thought that changing the car's color to black would make them fast, but apparently it's not the case. Their drivers were not able to defend enough. They were trying to push a little bit more, and that has as a result to really hurt their tires. They do have a good engine though, and that's something that Aston Martin proved. I mean, it was pretty much 10 or 11 years ago since Mercedes customer was faster than Mercedes themselves, which is crazy to think about. It's a brand new world for me and for everyone of us. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I know it seems that I'm a little bit happy that Mercedes is struggling, and it's not that I'm happy, but they've been winning for way too many years. It had to stop. Now, that being said, it's actually interesting what will Hamilton do. He has a 2-year contract, sure, but maybe Lewis will start thinking about retirement. What do you think about that? Comment below. Okay, moving on to Alpine. Gasly had a very bad qualifying session, but he really made it up in the race. He ended up finishing 9th. It was amazing. I'm a bit of a Gasly fan myself, so I was happy to see him finishing in the points. He actually got 2 points. It was a beautiful race from him. Obviously, Fernando Alonso got the Driver of the Day award, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure that Gasly was in the fight too. It was beautiful to watch Gasly having a good start with his new team. On the contrary, we got Ocon. I mean, I felt bad for the guy. He got a penalty after a penalty after penalty. I mean, at some point, they had to understand that it was pointless to penalize the man who was running at the last positions. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I really felt bad for him. I felt even worse when I heard his team radio. It really was a painful day for Esteban. It really was, and yeah. And first win goes to Gasly though. Congrats to Pierre. Okay, let's go to Williams. Williams really showed that they've improved even during the winter testing. I really expected them to be fast. Alex Albon was in the top 10. Logan Sargent did pretty well too. It was his first race in Formula 1 and he was pretty good. He was right there in the fights. He was giving 100%. He has room to improve, but for the first race in Formula 1, I really must say hats off. I didn't expect him to be that good, but he proved me wrong and I'm here for it. I'm happy about it. Okay, now let's talk about Alfa Romeo. They really surprised me. Bottas was in the top 10. He got points. I really didn't expect them to really be that fast. I mean, during the second part of the season in 2022, they really weren't able to improve their car. They dropped behind. Aston Martin caught them up. But yeah, they really worked hard during the winter and it paid off. Bottas got points and it was a great race from him. He wasn't doing much. He didn't have to pull off any beautiful move or something like that, but he was steady right there. He tried to fight a little bit with Alonso or Russell, but just enough, not too much to crash, and he got the points, and I'm sure that the team is pleased with that. Alright, let's talk about AlphaTauri. Tsunoda finished 11th. This is great from him, great result. I must congratulate him because he did beat the Vries. I really expected the Vries to be better, but he couldn't perform. He was just off the points, Shinoda. He was in the fight. He really gave everything, and I'm sure he will get points in the future. AlphaTauri is not as slow as people thought, and including me, we were proven wrong, and I'm here for it. And yeah, Yuki seems to really try to make the step up, and he will probably be the Vries if he continues like this. And I really like it. I enjoy watching Yuki racing. He's an aggressive driver, and now he has to be better on consistency and bring more points in the team more often. Okay, now let's talk about McLaren. Yeah, not much to say. I mean, press F to pay respect. This is the whole situation at McLaren right now. They've got a very bad car. Lando had to beat 5 times. Piastri retired. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that Otmar is laughing right now because, Piastri really pushed to stay at McLaren and not sign up for Alpine. And yeah, didn't really work out for him. You gotta feel sorry for the guy. He has a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Yeah, everyone talks about how fast he is. Everyone says that he might be the next Max Verstappen. And maybe the pressure got to him. Or maybe he's just driving a very bad car. Or maybe both things are happening. Each case, yeah, I feel very sorry for McLaren fans. Yeah, I'm a Ferrari fan and I know what pain feels like. I really do. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about is Haas. Haas has a good car in terms of qualifying, but yeah, they really lack a lot on race pace. They were worried about that. They were right to worry about that. I don't think we will see them scoring points very often. Maybe a track will suit them better and they will manage to bring home some points, but yeah, they have to really develop the car a lot because they seem to struggle right now. So, that was my reaction to the Bahrain Grand Prix. Comment below what did you think about the race. Did you enjoy watching Max Verstappen dominate the race? Did you like watching Alonso on the podium? Comment below and wait for the next video.